Hello, welcome back. If you're new here, my name's Victoria. I'm a mum of 5 in the UK. When I was filming this video, I was thinking, oh no, I've covered like 2 really bad parts of my house. And I questioned whether I should put it on or not. But we need more realism on the internet. And the reason people aren't real on the internet is because people are horrible. So I just want to say, if your house is never ever a mess because you're never in it, you're always at work, or you know, you're constantly cleaning, so your house is never a mess, good for you, what an exciting life you must lead. And if you feel the need to be horrible to other people on the internet because their house looks lived in, I invite you to get a grip. Now, we home educate, so I have children here all the time. Somebody who hasn't got children exploring and learning and creating and generally just being kids in the house all the time has no concept of the kind of mess that creates. When we home educate, the little ones get loads of toys out and we've cleaned up afterwards. And I decided a long time ago I wasn't going to be that type of mother that didn't let the children live in their own house. This is me cleaning the floor with the toddler climbing all over me. Multitasking, you see, cleaning the floor and being horsey. They do help. My daughter helps wash up sometimes, and if I ask them to do something, they'll do it. But in general, I don't want them to feel like they can't be children in their own house. So sometimes messes occur, and that's okay. They get cleaned up. But you could enter my house and it's all clean. You could enter my house and it's a bomb site. Depends what's going on. I'm still working on that blanket for Bean. He might get it by the time he's 25. I've not had many horrible comments on my Facebook blog, but one I've had, she was picking at me for other things, and I thought, oh, this is original. She's not said anything about my house. And then she was going, and your house is disgusting. I was like, right, there it is. So predictable and unimaginative. Yeah, the toddler poured rice everywhere one morning while I was home educating the oldest 4. And I wasn't very happy, but it got cleaned up and I cleaned it up. Once, when my daughter, who's now 7, was 2, she got hold of all the jigsaws and emptied them out everywhere, and there were jigsaw pieces from various jigsaws all mixed up everywhere. It was a right mess, and that annoyed me more than this rice because it took forever to get all the jigsaws back together. Now, in my bedroom, we have one wardrobe. It's got the husband's clothes in on the right hand side, and on the left hand side it's got my 2 wedding dresses. And I married the same man twice, by the way, and the husband's suits. So there's no room for my clothes. So all my clothes get shoved on the top. And sometimes they just get, I can't find anything. It gets slung about. I'm in a rush. So I thought, right, I'm going to do a bag for the charity shop. I'm going to take out the 2 things that need mending, which is my rainbow dress and my skirt. And then I'm going to try and put it all back in some kind of order. I don't know how long it's going to last in order because, like I say, it's not an ideal solution. As I'm finding things and I'm in a rush in the morning, it's going to get trashed again. I'm going to end up sorting it again. But I'm hoping to move house and hopefully that'll sort it. Right, my mum lent me a Victory cookbook, some 1940s recipes. And I want to try them. And my oldest likes cooking as well. So we thought we'd have a bash at these potato and carrot pancakes. They turned out like potato cakes. I don't know if I was meant to do them thinner. All the kids liked them, except my 8-year-old son who wouldn't even try it. Everybody else liked it. Quite a nice crispy finish on the end. It just took forever for them to crisp up. And I picked this recipe because that's what I add in. But I'm hoping to branch out and try some other recipes in the book that involve different things other than potato and carrot. But it was educational because I said to the kids, there's a lot of recipes with potato and carrot in because they weren't rationed during World War II. And we had them with mushy peas and sausages, and it was quite nice. Apart from my 8-year-old wanting to try it. And I think, I'm trying to guess what's next in the video. I think the next thing is there's this pile behind the living room door, and things just get dumped there as you come in. And every now and again, I have to sort it. Like there's a red bag for life, which is stuff for Vinted that I put on Vinted, but I hadn't put away yet. And a blue pull mat, which when I put away the pull mats, that one sort of escaped the net. And both of them could go straight upstairs and out the way. Then there was my daughter's coat slung on the floor, so that could be hung up. and then everything else just needed sorting. And I need to be more on top of it, because this pile's going to happen again. I know it is. I need to be more on top of it so it doesn't get that bad every time I have to sort it. But as I'm sorting, my smallest two come along, got their toy box out of the cupboard directly next to it. And then they were seeing all the toys that they'd not seen for ages, that they really wanted to play with. And it was a losing battle. And after nearly 14 years as a mother, I've learned that I can't get stressed about it. I can't, you know, have everything robotically when I want it done. And it was an opportunity to play with them. So I ended up sitting with them and playing with them with these toys and letting them have a lovely time. And then when they're done, then we clean the toys away, then I clean the corner. And it worked out better because I wasn't stressed and making them feel like they can't play with the toys. And we had a really nice game. And the baby dolls were in the cupboard as well. So we had a really nice game with the baby dolls. And then I got to clean up. And the space is lovely and clean and tidy at the moment. We'll see how long it lasts for. And also, I'm quite glad they got all those toys out, because they gave me an opportunity to go through them. Because we're thinking of moving house, same with my clothes, I want to go through everything. And no matter how little or small something we don't want, I don't want to have to pack something or pay to move something that when we get to the new house, whenever that's going to be, that I'll be like, what did I pay to have that moved for? And because they are lovely clean space. And then I've learned that the other thing I need to do to keep on top of the house with kids around is try and get things done before the toddler wakes up, which doesn't always happen. If he wakes up before me and wakes me up, or he's awake when I'm awake, I'm sort of on the wrong foot then. But if he's asleep, I can get something done. Like this morning, he was asleep, so I managed to get an email done to the MP about us moving house. I managed to put Patreon video on. Then I cleaned all the floor upstairs. Then I did my daughter's bed because she wanted some new bedding on. So I put that really nice set I got for her from the charity shop on. It was only £2.50 this set with rainbows on. And it's all matching and lovely. Then I went downstairs and did the dog and the chickens. Then I made breakfast and then he got up, the toddler. So it was kind of good to start the day on the right foot and get some things done before he got up. And also I know no matter how the toddler trashes downstairs today, especially if I'm trying to homeschool the other kids, the upstairs is clean and tidy. The trouble is when visitors come, they don't really go upstairs, do they? They just see the carnage downstairs. But you know, I was about to say one day the kids won't be here and I'll have a lovely tidy house and I'll miss them. But hopefully there'll be grandchildren, and when my kids go around when my kids go around my mum's house, their mama's house, we call her mama, not grandma, because when I had my oldest, my mum wasn't really old enough to be called grandma. She was only like early 50s. And also my grandma's still alive, so my grandma's grandma, and then my mum's mama. But the point is, whenever we go around and visit my mum, the kids eat her out of house and home, they get all the toys out. And it's like, you're thinking, yeah, so even when I get grandchildren, I'll still have messes to clean up. Yes, you just got to keep in perspective. Kids make mess. It can be tidied up. Everybody's house gets like that sometimes. And if people are being nasty to you because of it, they're a twat, frankly. Right, I've got to go. Children and all. If you like that video, please subscribe. I'll link my Patreon below if you're interested in that. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. I can hear kids fighting. It's a good job I'm done with my video.